Okay, so I'm going to plug in the power to the controller, and it's going to start off in the constant mode, and then I'm going to come over here and it's on the lowest power setting, and if you listen a little bit you could barely hear it, if not even hear it at all. You can see I put some food flakes in here so you can kind of see how the speed of the pump is right now. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and increase the speed here in a second, and you're actually going to hear, hopefully, the pump sound increase. Okay, so this is the highest speed you can go, and hopefully you can hear the sound. Now, one of the things that's important when you install this is there is a pad that you could add depending on the thickness of the glass, so make sure you read the instructions here, but there's a pad that comes in here to separate the distance between the motor unit and the pump, because there's a magnet that holds it all together, so if you have thin glass you got to add the pad in there. Okay, so another element is the placement of the motor relative to the propeller, and if you listen carefully you'll hear a change in the sound, and there's also going to be some vibration here too, so watch what happens. Okay, you hear that? So there's an adjustment here when you install it. Now I just turned it back a little bit, and that sound is gone and the vibration's gone. Okay? So the next step will be the different modes that you can run. Okay, so I'm going to show you the different operating modes for the pump. The default setting is the constant current, and you can see the green color of the dial, that shows you the mode you're in, and then you just turn the dial to increase the speed of the pump or decrease the speed of the pump, and you can see the LEDs are moving across left and right to show you the speed. This is on maximum. Okay, next mode is selected by pressing the mode button. This is this button right here, the title Swell mode. Color of the button changes color to purple, and this just changes the flow pattern from chaotic to calm. Okay, good for clearing out the tank. Next mode is actually a sub mode to this. The color is going to stay purple. You press the set button, and this is what they call the nutrient transport mode. And this also is good to stir up stuff inside the tank, but I would say this is probably best for feeding your corals, just moving your food around in the tank. And you can see the LED is flashing from left to right, indicating the pulsing of the pump, and of course you could adjust the power of the pump by moving the dial here. Okay, next mode is the Reef crest mode. Changes yellow, and this is supposed to simulate waves and surging tide. Power again is adjusted with this dial. There's a sub mode to this called lagoonal, and this is more of a gentle simulation of current. Next mode is the short pulse mode, and on here you actually adjust the power here first. So there's actually two levels of adjustment. It's not pulsing right now, you're just setting the strength of the current, the pump. And then once you set the strength, you press set, and then now you have control over how often you want the pump to turn on, ranging from 0.2 seconds to 2 seconds. Right now it's on 0.2 seconds. I'll show you that for a little bit. You can see the dial, the LED is showing me how fast it's changing. And I'm going to move it across a little bit, and you'll see it's taking longer in between pulses. Next mode is the long pulse mode. So long pulse just means that the pump is going to be on for a longer period of time, where the short pulse mode is on for a shorter period of time, adjusting the time in between pulses. Okay, so again, here you adjust the power of the pump first, just like the short pulse mode. Set the power by pressing the set button. Now you're selecting the frequency between pulses, between 2 seconds and 2 hours, and that's done again by moving the dial left and right. Okay, there are a couple other modes. There's the feed mode, which will turn down the pump for default setting of 10 minutes, and that's by holding the mode button here down, and then the dial will blink white, and now you're in feed mode. So it'll just run slowly at this speed for 10 minutes. You could adjust that. Okay, there's also night mode, which is done by pressing the mode and set buttons, and the power of the pump is reduced by 50% for 10 hours. 10 hours is a default setting. You could change that. Okay, that's it.